Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Go Lion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Quickly to Addison here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ty Chandler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 73, 70. Hey, Silver.
Here's Hurts to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hurts. Goes right back to McBride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They'll drop to throw. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
63. Hey, easy, 63, back.
At the 39-yard line.
Yanni.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Hey, 73.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. This is taken in by McBride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Hurts going to move him around. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He's across midfield, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Browns are once again back in front. Gay is on for the point after. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here is third down and 4. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Go Silver, ready?
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll keep it on the ground. Donald, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A yard all they need, but it's third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey, go Lions. Set. 380. Get up. Set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
21. Moment to try. Set. 12. Set.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Donald. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Hey, ram.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jameson Williams, 70 yards. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get this one to McBride. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
73.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Let's go. Hey, Ray. 5'9". Hey, go Lion. Baylor Tiger.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw again. Forced out. Hurts fumbles it. One of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Kappa. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Crowd right. 59. 5-9, 5-9. Hold me trips right. 12, 12.
They snap it to Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go line. Hold me trips right. Set.
Up the middle they go. Donald. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is Smith with a grab. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, Donald. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Hey, ram.
They run the counter. Donald. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Crowd right.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. Could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ty Chandler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, Ray. Hey, go Lion. Tip.
Herbert now. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ty Chandler, 66 yards. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Browns 52, Jets 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Go Silver, ready?
No, take it to the house.
Hey, Silver. Call up Yeti. Don't touch it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Call up Yeti. Hey, don't touch it.
He'll look to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 32 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure, they got him again. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Herbert. And football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. CeeDee Lamb, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now Chandler.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Donald. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. A short one here caught by McBride.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
63.
Hurts. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Trey McBride, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Jermaine Johnson dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
21. Go. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, ram. Go Horn. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.